Hey Logan, just a quick video to kind of talk about questions 8 through 11, also 12 and 13 kind of fall into this same category. Did some kind of digging and figured out where and kind of what category we're looking at with these questions. But it's the idea of a binomial kind of sample, binomial probability. And so think of question 8, looking at the Dell computer, the same way we would look at like a coin flip. All right. So a lot of the examples that you probably learned about in class and have seen is, okay, what are the odds that heads is flipped or tails is flipped? And in a coin flip, we're talking about 50-50. In this question, we're looking at, okay, 10% likelihood that the computer fails and 90% likelihood that the computer works. And so how do we figure that out? Well, it's some pretty complicated math, I should say. I went back and looked and found where you had it in your homework. So let me show you on here. So the homework 6 solution guide shows kind of the answers to 5.76, and right below that 5.58. So both of those questions are basically exactly like this test question. So my recommendation would be to go back and look at those, find the material that goes with that and study that. In this first one, it's 5.76. It's talking about a lie detector with a sample size of 12 and a probability of 20%. So we have P of 0.2, N of 12. So what is the likelihood that someone is truthful or deceptive? And so the calculation is, okay, way down here, the probability of one person being truthful, or in this case, one person being deceptive, is NCX multiplied by the probability of X, factorial, 1 minus probability to the factor of N minus X. And so in this case, we have 12C1 times 0.2, so 20% likelihood factored to 1, times 0.8 factored to 11 to total that. So pretty complicated. There is some kind of math associated with this, at least NCX part. I will send you the formula for that as well and a link to somewhere where that describes it. But I wanted to show you something that I came across, and that's basically a binomial probability calculator. And I would recommend you get comfortable with this and use it for the test because it does the math for you. I don't view this as taking a shortcut or cheating. This is you're still going to need to understand the question in order to be able to solve it correctly. But if we're looking at the problem on the sample guide, so we have 10% of computers, sample size of 20. What is the probability that fewer than 3 computers need a major repair? So I go to the calculator here and I type in the probability. All right, so probability of success is 10%, so I enter that as in decimal 0.1. We have the number of trials, 20, and the number of successes. In this case, I'm going to select 3 and hit enter, and it's going to give me the cumulative probability. So what that is telling me with the cumulative probability is telling me what is the total probability of 0 computers, 1 computer, 2 computers, and 3 computers. And that's where we get the 0.677, which is the correct answer. Right, so I will send you the link to this. I would recommend you go back and look at those questions from the homework and make sure that you use your resources to kind of figure out how to go about solving the math side of things, at least to understand it the best you can. We can talk about it more on Monday if you want, or later today. Let me know. But hopefully that helps a little bit.